Okay, hello earth signs. You are represented by the pumpkin for your reading. So it has been a while. And for this particular reading, the theme we're going to be reading on is going to be a persistent energy that has kept you stuck for a long time. So this is something that's been going on for months to potentially years. And I'm going to be using the Dark Fairytale Tarot. Rest of dates, that's what the looks like. Okay, so yes, I know Halloween is over, but I did not get to use my paper chain cutouts that I was so happy with. I wasn't really feeling too great throughout the month of October. Just very tired. Whoops, and clumsy, a little more clumsy than usual. Okay, so let's get into it. And please keep in mind that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. And I will have a full disclaimer down below as well as additional information about the reading. So I'm just going to get 3 cards to start with. And the 3 positions of our first 3 card pulls are, so what are we going to do, or what is the energy in general? Like, what is this thing that's keeping you stuck? Why is it, so that's the 6 of Pentacles. Why is it still here? So we have the Ace of Wands. And this came up in the water sign reading as well. Okay, and what can we do about it? So we have the 9 of Swords. So let's see what is going on for you, Earth signs. Earth signs, by the way, this is if your sun, moon, and rising is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, then this reading will apply to you. Okay, so what is this energy? The 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so right away I'm getting just this feeling of someone owes me something. And the fact that that may or may not be true. Okay, so why is it still here? I get the feeling you're waiting for somebody else to act, for somebody else to do the right thing. That's the first impression I get. And what do you do about it? So with the 9 of Swords, this is indicative of a mindset shift that's needed. So right away, the overall picture seems to be that you are stuck on wanting someone else to do something, to make the first move in order to help you resolve something that has been sort of preying on your mind. And it's not all in your head. That's not what I'm saying at all. This is a situation, this is something that actually happened. I mean, we've got the Pentacles suit here, so this indicates sort of a tangible, a real world scenario. And I'm going to get into, so it's like you're waiting for somebody to be, that you feel this person should know darn well what it is they ought to do to remedy this, that come on, you know, make the first move here to fix it. So let me see what it is that you felt maybe shortchanged on, or so the Hierophant, so there is. There's almost a sense of, it's like righteous anger here. In other words, you've taken this situation that is personal. It's something that's happening in your life, and you're looking at it through a lens of a larger theme of this is almost unjust on a higher spiritual level, that this needs to be rectified, not simply because you're upset, but you've sort of put a magnifying glass on it and turned it into this, it's almost like this person has committed some cardinal sin, some huge transgression in the eyes of God. That's just the language I'm using because that's how it feels. Okay, and so you're in this energy of, how am I supposed to be okay when this hasn't been dealt with? So that's so far what I'm getting now. Let me see. So why is it still here? What exactly is it you want this person to do? That's what I... So let's see. So we have the Temperance here. So you want this person to sort of... It's interesting here again, we have with the Six of Pentacles this theme of balance. And here with the Temperance, we sort of have this balancing or sort of a rebalancing or calibrating of some kind here. So again, you're looking to have, and here we have another major arcana too, so it's a very much sort of a very, the situation is larger to you than just a personal thing. It's, let me see here. I'm just trying to think of what direction. So it's definitely about wanting this person to correct something. And so my other question is, why have they not done it? What is, well, I suppose they don't feel an inclination to do it, but why have they not? The Eight of Swords. Okay, so what's interesting here is, especially since the Hierophant represents perhaps the reasons why this person did what they did or have not acted, the Eight of Swords indicates that this person feels that they have some justification for not acting. I sense that they feel stuck in the sense that they are bound by certain rules, certain expectations of the group or organization or institution that they belong to. Now, this usually indicates a religious institution, doctrine, religious teaching, scripture, things like that, higher learning. This person has not acted because they feel that they did their due diligence in whatever form that was, whatever their bosses or superiors required of them. They carried that out, and I think they probably are aware that to some degree that you're upset with them, but they feel they can't really do much about that. So that's why this initiation of some sort of I don't know if it's reparation or some sort of healing or attempt to rectify the situation has not occurred. Okay, so let's see. If you're in this, if this person is not going to act, because I feel that this has been going on, this situation may be almost a year or more old. I'm not sure exactly what it is. If you had dealings with, perhaps you're part of a church, or perhaps this could be some sort of institutional harm or abuse where you feel that people who were supposed to have your best interests at heart maybe didn't act the way they should have, but they feel that they have done what needed to be done. So let me see sort of what exactly did you want them to do? So the Nine of Cups. I'm wondering if someone made you feel that you were supposed to receive something, or they made you feel as if you were an important person or had an important position in this situation. They sort of, I don't know if someone buttered you up and made you feel as if, oh, we need your expertise, or we need your insight, or you're a valuable person in this particular situation. And then they turn around and sort of don't give you your fair share, don't give you what you feel is due to you. And I'm wondering if looking at this situation objectively, there was only so much that you could have gotten from it, and so you were promised a lot more than you were expecting to come out of this with more accolades and congratulations perhaps than you received. So what is the solution here if you are in this Nine of Swords energy? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Sun card. And what I get from this here is that the Sun, honestly, a lot of people interpret it in a positive light, and I think it just, for you, it really just means that you need to leave nothing in darkness, like not be in sort of denial about what this was, and look at the whole thing directly and objectively in the full light that it's been presented here. You thought it was one thing and now you're seeing it's something else. So instead of staying trapped in this, it's asking you to look directly at what is and find some sort of acceptance in that in order to move forward. And so how can you do that? What could help you work on that? So the Lover's here. And this to me is saying it's time to get in touch with the part of yourself that always lands you here, perhaps, in this woe is me, perhaps a bit of a victim mentality. This is a self-love whereby you don't allow yourself to be brought this low by anything that anyone else could possibly do to you. Like staying in this energy for, you know, a year or more is I think too long of for what it is. You were deceived to an extent, but for what it is, there's going to have to be some sort of development of resilience here, of being able to bounce back. Give yourself the love you deserve by seeing your own value and knowing that there's more. There's life after this, whatever this situation is, and you can't force other people to act and do what you think they ought to do. And when they're not doing what you think they should, you cannot stay here because you're giving your power to other people. So it's about sort of harmonizing the soft, tender part of you that tends to get wounded in this way with the rational part, perhaps, that knows, you know, sometimes this is how the world works, and I can't just decide I'm not going to participate anymore ever again because something went wrong. You've been in this energy for quite a while. So I know that may not be what you want to hear. We want people to make amends and apologize and do the right thing, but we live in a world where that doesn't always happen, and so you have to take the power where you can get it, which is in your own decisions that you make. So I hope that was helpful, even though it is difficult to hear, and I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.